Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys. So let me put this in the chat real quick. I'm having problems with my phone right quick. Let me do something right quick. Guys, pop on in. I'm having some problem operating my Discord. Here it is. Give me 1 second. Let me pop this in the Discord. You guys scroll on in. It's good to have everyone here. It's really good to have everybody here. All right, let me just get this rolled up. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got to fix this real quick. Give me just 1 second. All right, guys, roll on in. Guys, join the Patreon. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing Blog, all forms of social media. Join the Patreon. Get the lock of the week. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. It's just $5 a month. Get you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. All right, it's good to have everybody here. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. I'm having some problems getting started. I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm just trying to iron out here. All right, give me 1 second. All right. Give me 1 more second, and I'll be right with you guys. So I actually have a major announcement to make in my family life. All right, and I'm done. All right, and now I'm good, and now I'm good. All right, guys, it's good to have everybody here. It's good to have everybody here. So, my nephew John Nolan Waterstreet just got drafted into the United States Hockey League, the USHL. He's 15, and he'll be playing for the Madison, Wisconsin. I guess the Madison Capitals. I don't know anything about hockey. I know nothing about hockey other than my nephew is really good at hockey, and at 15, he just got drafted into the USHL, I guess, United States Hockey League. And he'll be playing in Madison, Wisconsin next year. That's all I know. That's the only thing I know about hockey. But shout out to my nephew, John Nolan Waterstreet. Big up yourself. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me close. I got so many tabs. Let me close some of this out. All right. All right. Let me pay the bills, guys. Join the Patreon. Smash the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. I'm about to pin it in the chat. A little rough start getting going today. Had some difficulties getting started. Then right when I was about to go live, just a couple minutes before, my nephew got drafted into the United States Hockey League. So I had to stop and pause for that. But we're good now. We're 5 minutes in and we're good, guys. Head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. The Carnival Bar, it's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-fed beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years to get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Good to have everyone here tonight. Let's get into today's show. Let's get into today. Oh, let me get through some of these first. Randall says, hey, I played hockey for a bit. It was a beer league, though. Fun stuff. We won the championship. All right, that's cool. You're a hockey player. I don't know anything about hockey other than it's played on the cold. I live in Texas. I don't do the cold. I don't do ice. But shout out to my nephew who has dedicated most of his 15 years of life to playing hockey. So shout out to him. All right, I wanted to address this. Suarez is old. He is. Charlie Suarez is old. He's 36. I knew he was old. I didn't realize he was this old. He's 36. It's weird. What I think with these old guys is they probably are going to have some. So I think Wood Kachachi could go to the. I don't know what that is. Niggles. I don't know what that is. What up, Randall? Good afternoon, Randall. I'm a big Kachachi fan, but he's got a lot of close fights. It's worrying. I think I'll be all right. I haven't gotten to the tape yet. I got to the Suarez tape. Now I just got to watch Navarrete, which I'm going to do tonight, and then I should do the video. The video will be live either tonight or tomorrow. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up? All right. All right. Second show. Oh. Guys, can you hear me okay? There we go. All right. Sorry about that. I'm having some issues here, man. All right. Okay. James says in the Panhandle it gets cold in the winter. You must be a South. No, I live in Texas. I live in Texas. I live in Dallas. The Panhandle doesn't get cold. They get a lot of snow there in the Panhandle. All right. You're good. All right. And we back up. We're banging on all cylinders now. All right. I'm gonna agree with 79 on this. Navarrete is overrated. They love him on ESPN. The top ranked cheerleaders love him. Look, he's a fun fighter. I'm sure he equals ratings. He makes fun fights. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that he's absolutely overrated. The way they rate him is really, really over the top. All right. Let me pull up pro boxing odds first, and then we'll get to the draft. I want to see if they added anything. Yesterday, DraftKings. Oh, DraftKings, Walker and Kachachi. Okay. All right, so we got those two to get to. We still don't have this yet. 5. All right. All right, we got a bunch of fights. I'm gonna do all of these. All right. Suarez and Navarrete will be live hopefully tonight. I'll have everything live for you guys today. Adam says Navarrete fighting Navarrete. No, not tonight. Did I say tonight? I'm an idiot. Not tonight. On this weekend, on Saturday. Did I say tonight? I'm a moron if I said tonight. No, not tonight. Saturday. Saturday. Boxing all day Saturday. Boxing all day Saturday. Saturday's a big boxing day. We're going to have a loaded Saturday. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button. Put your questions, comments, thoughts, and especially super chats below. Super chats will help me buy a new brain so I don't have to work with this one. This brain I have right now isn't working, so I'm definitely going to need a new brain at some point real soon in the future. So like I said, second show of the day. I want to get into, let's get into this. This, I think, might be worth betting. If you're getting Fernando Martinez at minus 330, you might want to bet on that. The other fights we have here are Suarez and Navarrete, which I will be doing tonight. And then Morataya and Abdulayev is already live. I think there's money. I think a Martinez Morataya parlay is nice. I would look to take Suarez on a standalone bet at plus 360. He's around that plus 350 mark, 333, 360, 370. I would look to take him. I really would. I think this is a great bet. You're getting 3.5 times your money, getting 3.5 to 1 odds in your favor. I would look to make this bet. Another bet, I like Erickson Lubin. I like that too. I don't have him on DraftKings yet, but I definitely like Lubin in that fight. I think this is going to be a good week to make money. I need to get to Kurt Walker and Liam Davies and Kochachi and Wood. I need to do that for my British fans. So give me some time to get to that. I'm going to get to all the fights that I can. These odds were crazy. I mean, let's look at these cards in Inoue and Cardenas. It's wild. All right, so it's going to be a packed week again. This weekend is actually shaping up pretty nicely. We have a Pro Box card, we have a Top Rank card, and we have a Matchroom card. So we got all our bases covered. We have an absolutely loaded week of boxing again. 3 cards. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a great week. We're going to get bets in. We're going to get multiple parlays again, multiple locks. So that's all good news. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. No, it's all good, Adam. It's all good. Forget what Navarrete did when he jumped weight. Conceição and Berichek, he's an effing problem. Here we go again. Be careful. Look, I'm not saying Charlie Suarez is going to have an easy night in the office, James. It's going to be a really good fight. It's going to be a competitive fight at plus 350. If you give him a 30% chance of winning, it's worth taking the bet. That's how odds work. That's how gambling works. I don't know. Like, am I saying that Navarrete has no shot and can't win? Absolutely not. Navarrete is a problem for anyone. Navarrete is a complete headache. I wouldn't want to fight him. So, like, just chill on that, right? No one is bad-mouthing Navarrete. No one's saying it's going to be easy. I'm saying at plus 350, I would favor Suarez in the fight. I think. I haven't gotten through all the tape on Navarrete yet. But I would lean towards Suarez in that fight, especially at plus 350. Shout out, major prediction. He called the Vasquez fight to a T. He did. He lost to Bradcheck. What's your point? I lost money on that too. That was not my finest day. He wasn't ready for the class. Power didn't carry. He's too small. I'm warning you. So you're a bet on Espinosa. Same thing here. I hit 4 parlays. I hit 4 parlays of 3 legs or more yesterday. I think I know what I'm doing. Well, this past weekend. James, you're acting like it's impressive that Navarrete jumped up in weight as if he wasn't a huge weight bully before. Fair point, 79. Excellent point. You're donating money. James is a master troller. I like having James, man. James, please come in my chat every day. I really do. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I mean it all sincerity. I like having you here. Espinosa was minus 1,200. I took a risk because I'm not a pussy who thinks boxing isn't a fight like you. It's worth the. I thought it was worth the risk. It didn't pay off. It was minus 1,200. What are we gonna do? Bet on Navarrete? Make no money? All right. I want to pull this down. I want to start looking at some props, some odds, some things like that. So let me just give you a quick rundown of this week because I want to have a big week. I want this to be a big week. I know you guys had mixed results. I know you guys had mixed results, so I want to make sure we're doing big things here. I'm going to go live again tomorrow, probably around 7:30. 8:30 Eastern time. Between 8 and 8. Around this time in the 8 o'clock Eastern hour tomorrow. Wednesday, I'll try to go live twice. And then Thursday and Friday, I'll go live probably twice. Thursday, I'll go live once. So I'm going to try to get you 1 or 2 shows every day. I'm going to do a morning show, and then an afternoon show, and then an evening show. And then one of the days I'll do both. And I already released Moyataya. I'm working on Suarez and and Navarrete. Hopefully, I'll have that out to you tonight. If not, I'll have it to you no later than tomorrow for sure. And I'm, like I said, lives every day, videos every day. And then I'm going to work. I'm going to get to those British fights next. I'm going to get to Ioka. I'm going to have a busy week to get you as much as I can. James says, why the name calling? That's what children do, resort to name calling. The chat here today. James is a valuable member of the chat. He's a valuable member of the community, but he likes to get a little chippy. He likes to work people up a little bit, which is fine. I appreciate it. What up, Miran? What up, Miran? What up, Ryan? It's good to have y'all aboard. 79 said, James is a troll who reminds me of this guy I went to school with who got talked out of his ass and had zero logic. Let's just have fun. Let's just have some fun. All right. Liam Davies and Kurt Walker. Liam Davies is the rightful favorite in this fight. Minus 400. I think there's some value there. He's already 29. He's obviously 16-1. He's coming off the very close loss to Sabaz Prasad. That was in November, so it's about 6 months ago. Kurt Walker 12-0. Kurt Walker's got a legitimate chance in this fight. Obviously, Kurt Walker has no power. That's going to be a major issue. He struggled with Leon Woodstock, and that's why he's a dog in this fight. This is an interesting fight. I'm going to lay off that until I get to the tape. But that's an interesting fight. What do you got? Your thoughts on Davies and Walker? I think Walker is being disrespected in this fight. I'm interested in what Miran thinks. I think Walker definitely has a chance in this fight. And in the other fight, Kachachi and Wood hasn't fought in a year and a half again. I hate the inactivity. Wood just hasn't been active. And I definitely like Kachachi in this fight. So I got Davis and Walker. It was a toss-up to me. I'm just taking the over in this if I can. Kachachi at minus 185. That's some value, man. I definitely like Kachachi at minus 185. Moyataya and Abdullaev minus 500, minus 350. I like Moyataya. Definitely at minus 500. Something like that. There's a two-leg parlay. Bang. Minus 119. Kachachi and Moyataya. You might want to look to cash in on that. Navarrete and Suarez at plus 360. It's interesting. That's interesting. Suarez pays more than Abdullaev. That's amazing. And then Fernando Martinez, I think you can factor that in too. Now you got a three-leg parlay that's plus 150. Raymond Moyataya and Fernando Martinez get you down to 179. That's a nice little parlay that might hit. There's a two-leg parlay, Moyataya, Fernando Martinez. I think that's a nice little play there. That's something that I would look to lock in. I like that a lot. You got Kachachi, you got Liam Davies. You got some good fights to make money on this week. It's definitely a good week to make money. I'm going to get you out as many videos as I can because there's definitely a lot of opportunities out there. I don't have a lot of props yet. I have no props on this, right? I have no props on Kachachi and Wood. Oh, I do. Over 10.5, I definitely like that. To go the distance, it's minus 165. I like that. I think there are good odds on this. I like the over. The over's at minus 195. If you're not confident in Kachachi, you should be confident in the over, right? I like the over in that fight. Let me get some of these. I see grown adults call people names every day at work. You have nothing to say that makes sense. So you should just say people are acting like kids or females. You react strongly because you're hurt. That's human psychology, logic. I'll bet you're a real joy to be around. I would like to hang out with 79 pros in real life. My take on the Davies fight is a tough fight for Walker. I expect Davies to win. It is a difficult fight for him. Davies is aggressive and applies a lot of pressure. He doesn't have much pop though, right? Like Davies isn't a big hitter. I am looking forward to doing the tape on this. As far as knockout percentage, Davies at 50%. That's not terrible. Knocked out Ayala. He's got some knockouts. Okay, Vincenzo Lafimina. He's got some knockouts. His last 3 wins are by knockout. Interesting. We'll get into that. That's the week. Lee Wood is the comeback kid. It's a shame he had such a long layup. The Warrington fight was sensational. He was losing every round. He gets the knockout spectacularly, and then we don't see him again for a year and a half. Does anyone know why he took a year and a half off after that fight? I mean, it was such a good win. It was October 2023. I remember it was the same day as the Red River game. The same day Texas lost to Oklahoma. I'm not acting strongly. I'm typing words just like you. You pull the weakest insults ever. Once again, you are the guy who said this is boxing, not a fight. From there on, I knew you were a fool. The Kachachi fight is weird. Lee Wood always is down and somehow finds a KO, but I do feel like this is a final payday for Lee Wood. Kachachi should win. I'm confident on him. I'm confident on Kachachi too. I think Kachachi's a good bet. Agreed, A-Rob. I wouldn't class Davies as a KO artist, but he has got some pop. Yeah, I misrepresented that. He's got more pop than I suggested, according, he's got a bunch of knockouts recently. I'm looking forward to doing the tape on that fight. I am. Have a feeling Lee Wood might win. Win from behind again. He's got a dramatic history. He's been able to pull wins out of the hat here. He's been able to get knockouts when he needs them. He's done it a series of times. Usually the over. I know the Wood fight didn't go over, but usually he gets them late in the fight. When he's down or it's very, very close, he doesn't know if he's up or down on the cards, and he gets these knockouts late. So, this is a hard fight to bet. That's why I do like Kachachi, and I do like the over. I definitely like the over. The over at minus 195 might be the play there. You can't drop it. It's a bad look for me. I can't argue with blowhard idiots. Lastly, I wish I was your bookie. Taking all the overs I can this week, they be hitting. I like the overs. When I pick an over, I've got a very, very good track record of it going over. Outside of Eddie Vasquez last night, but when I take the over, I got a very, very good track record. The over's been hitting. I take the knockdown props if I got a very good record on that. I know Muscles. I don't know if Muscles is in the chat right now, but Muscles loves the 1.5 knockdowns. The unders on 1.5 knockdown. They've been hitting for him. It wasn't his fault. Matchroom and him was having contract issues. They couldn't work it out, but yeah, he's back now. It is a shame because he's not a spring chicken. That year and a half is vital to him. It's an important year and a half of his career. Havelock says, I believe it was a combination of injuries and couldn't work out a good contract with Eddie Hearn. Yeah, I'm hearing contract issues. Lubin, I like Lubin. I'm not a fan of Adriel Holmes. He's all right. I'm just, I think I like Lubin. I like Lubin for sure. Kachachi is just a weight bully, though, I reckon. Miran, your thoughts on that? Is Kachachi just a weight bully? This 79 props and James Arath beef is quite good. You're the one who said he was. Here we are again. Careful. I seen your Espinosa bet, hypocrite or a fool or both. Miran says he's a tactical bet for you. Here's a tactical bet for you. Take Kachachi pre-fight, and when Lee Wood is down 7 to 8 rounds, take Lee Wood live at possibly 2,000. Plus it. I like the strategy here, Miran. I don't think this is a bad idea at all. If he blows the weight, he's cooked. He's got no skill to fall back on. Lubin fight is weird. I feel like he can suddenly just get stopped. Adriel Holmes isn't a hitter, though. Yeah, like Adriel Holmes has got decent skills. He's a decent fighter. I just don't know if he's a world-class fighter. We can say what we want about Lubin. Lubin's a world-class fighter. He's got world-class skills. He's got world-class speed and athleticism. He can get in and out on you. Lubin, I highly favor Lubin in that fight. I know Lubin hasn't exactly panned out to what we thought he would be or hoped he would be. But he's a world-class guy. He deserves to be on the highest stage. I feel like, Ryan, it's opposite day. You think Adriel Holmes upsets Lubin? Look, Lubin is obviously beatable. He got a robbery decision. He got the benefit of a major doubt. He was the beneficiary of a robbery in the Ramos fight. So, the hammer is super tough. Pros only. only lost the top tier. He'll get it done fairly soon. I agree with James. I think Lubin takes that easy. I take advice from Gary for 75% of my bets. So if you want to be my bookie, go ahead. It'll drain them shallow pockets you got. There you go, 79. Under 1.5 hasn't failed yet. My money maker. It's a good prop, man. It's a good prop. Now, Kachachi is a good, talented fighter. I feel that's disrespectful. I think I found that Cordina would win very impressive. Cordina is no pushover. Agree. I think Cordina is really good. The Ramos fight lost me so much money, bro. It did all of us. And that decision was bogus. And I don't understand why that decision was the way it was. I thought Ramos won. Why? I didn't even think it was close or competitive. I thought Ramos just won clearly, hands down. And that decision came in. It reminds me of the Eddie Vasquez Raymond Ford fight or the O'Shaquie Foster fight. It was a horrible decision. Made me feel sick that night. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad for sure. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in the comment section now. I will get to them. Join the Patreon if you're not. Smash the like button. Second show of the day. I want to get into this. All right, I got no props on this. I like the over on this. I don't have an over prop. I do like the over on Kachachi and Wood. The over 10.5 is minus 195. Kachachi minus 185. Muay Thai. Do I have props on this? No props on Muay Thai. I like Muay Thai. I like the over on that. Navarrete and Charlie Suarez. I have no props on this. I'm taking Suarez at plus 360. I think that's a good bet. That's a gamble worth taking if you want a plus money bet. I think that's the one you want to take. And to me, Fernando Martinez. Fernando Martinez all day in that. I think Kazaoka is a great fighter. I think he's a future Hall of Famer. He's phenomenal. His time is shot. I think he got lucky with his first decision over Josh Franco. And the second one, Josh was just completely unmotivated in the whole thing, and he was already retired. And then he lost to Fernando Martinez. I don't see how he comes back and beats Martinez. And if you want to say there's going to be a robbery in Japan, okay, how come Martinez just beat him in Japan? Widely. I think he won like 118 to 110, 120, 108 scorecards, ridiculously wide scorecards. And they were supposed to be that way. They should have been that way. Martinez dominated him. So, he just got dominated. He's 6 months older now. I don't know why this time he's going to win. Like, what's he going to change to get it right this time? All right. So let me just review this real quick. Fernando Martinez, money line, love it. Kachachi over, love it. Kachachi money line, love it. Kachachi and Lee Wood to go the distance. Take that one out. Just Kachachi money line and the over, I think, are good bets. Muay Thai money line, love it. Charlie Suarez, again, this is the roll of the dice. This is a close fight. This is a competitive fight. I'm in the middle of the tape. I'll have better analysis for you guys next show tomorrow evening at this time. I'll have a little bit better analysis, but this is a fight where I'm kind of leaning towards Suarez. If Suarez stays disciplined, he works his angles. He does get a little sloppy. He does get a little wide. He can't get wide with Navarrete. Navarrete will sit there and counter him. So he's got to stay tight, and he's got to get in and out on him, which he's really, really good at. All right, let me get to some of these, and then I'm going to wrap. Picking Lubin or Wood is tough because they are both coming off long layoffs. Yeah, I think Wood is a little tougher because he's fighting a world champion. He's fighting a world-class fighter. I think Lubin is fighting a guy beneath him. I don't mean that to be disrespectful to Adriel Holmes. I'm just saying I don't think Adriel Holmes is a world-class fighter. Lubin is a world-class fighter. So that's why, to me, it's easier to pick Lubin than Wood. I'm probably most confident in Muay Thai. Yeah, Muay Thai is winning that fight. It's not going to be easy, James, but Muay Thai is going to win the fight. That Ramos fight lost me 90K arms. That Ramos fight cost a lot of us a lot of money. And a 17,000 parlay that missed by Ramos. And it sucks because he clearly won. James says, Wood beat Ichachi is a banger. Hope for real. Also, the Australian Sam Goodman is very good. Yeah, we went over Sam Goodman earlier today. I agree that Sam Goodman is a problem. Who you got for it, James? James, Miron wants to know who you got. Can't figure out the 2 cards on Friday. I have one good money on MVP and OTX. I don't have any books on either of them. We'll get to it as soon as a book comes out on it. But I don't have any books on those cards. I don't even know who's fighting on those cards. Why isn't the Suarez-Lomachenko fight on Suarez's record? I clearly watched the tussle. Kachachi over 10.5. Lubin Martinez Muay Thai money line gets plus 200. Kachachi over 10.5. I like it. Lubin like it. Martinez Muay Thai gets plus 200. This is a nice little parlay here. I like everything here. I like everything here. Plus 200. I would get in on that. Ramos closed at like minus 4,000. I swear. And then they went the other way. It's wild. That was truly wild. James, Miran, James, Miran wants to know who you got in the Kachachi fight. Over on Navarrete Suarez just to be safe. I do like the over on the. I do like the over. Bets for Friday card will probably be out by Wednesday. I will have them. I will have them out for you. I will break them down as soon as they come out. Muay Thai, Kachachi, Lubin, and Fernandez money line. What do you think of this? Muay Thai, Kachachi. Yeah, no, I like this a lot, John. I would get in. What's the total parlay odds on that? I would get in on that. I like both. I like both. Seeing Wood get active anytime. Kachachi is tough. I don't know. Stay away personally. I live bet it. Sam Goodman pulled out of the New Wave fight like 3 times. I'm sure you love him for that since you don't like fights. Yeah, this James 79 Pros thing is classic. Not a bad shot, James. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap now. It is what is it? What is today? Today is May 5th. It's happy Cinco de Mayo. Call me nuts. I think Sam Goodman beats Inoue. I'm gonna call you nuts, Ryan. Although, look, I mean, Cardenas just dropped him, had him in trouble again. Let me know. I would. Yeah, plus 203, Jonathan. I would bet that. Like, why not? A plus 203? That sounds good to me. Yeah, not sure about that one, Chief. That's Ryan. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap. It's good. I'll be back tomorrow about 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's May 5th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.